everybody, how you doing? I'm Asanaf and this is again a story time about acting, because as well as you know, I'm posting a lot of videos in which I'm telling you my experiences in acting. So let's start this vlog, because in this video I'm gonna talk about the private acting academy that I attended to. Back in the UK, I went to the Talent Shack Private Acting Academy, and this academy was made by a BBC actress, Shelley Nathan. Alright, so let's start from the beginning and let me tell you how I met my coach and how I found out about this academy. Everything happened when I was in high school and I chose drama as a GCSE course, and I also made a vlog about my drama teacher, so go right now and watch it. The link is gonna be in the description. It's a story time about it. So I was always very involved in acting, so I was looking for agencies, for managers, for someone who can represent me in this industry. So I obviously asked my drama teacher for an advice to tell me an agency or a manager or something like that. So she told me about Shelley Nathan, that she's having an acting academy and she's also having an agency for actors. So then after a while, Shelley Nathan came to my school to do a session with us. So like that, I met her. So I told her that I'm looking for an agency. I told her what am I doing, that I'm part of True Theatre. Well, that I was part, now I moved to Spain. And I told her everything that I did. So then when I went home, I messaged her on Instagram telling her that I want to be part of her agency. I was mainly searching for an agency, for a manager, and I was actually really impressed because she was a BBC actress. She wasn't just a drama teacher or something like that. She was actually acting in front of a camera. She was totally part of that industry. So because she was part of the film industry, I was thinking about that she's having more experience, she's having a better knowledge about actors, agencies, and how you can grow in the film industry. Firstly, when I told her that I want to be part of her agency, she told me that I need to be in her acting courses so I can be part of the agency. I just wanted to be part of an agency and to have a manager, but I also had the opportunity to do some acting courses. So my parents are really supportive and they told me to go and to do them. So thank you very much for your support, mom and dad. Love you for watching this vlog. So yeah, every course is really helpful, even if you don't learn much things from it like I did. I didn't learn almost anything from the acting course, but it just showed me how it was going, what is happening at an acting course, and was still helping me finding out what it is going on there. And even if you learn just one thing from a course, it's still very important, because every information, every advice, any experience is really helpful in your development and in your knowledge. So I was part of two courses. I took an acting for screen course to act in front of a camera, and also a LAMDA course, London Academy of Music and Dramatic Arts. And right now, to show a bit off, yes, I got a distinction in it. So if you're a director of film watching this, put me in your films. But before telling you why I wasn't in the agency, even though I was part of two courses, let me tell you my experiences in those courses that I've took. It wasn't anything new for me because I already did a lot of acting before going to that private acting academy, as I was part of two theatres. Hello Mike, how you doing? Mike wants to be in my vlog again. And his mouth is, again, just look, really dirty because he's eating a lot. Just look how he looks like. And my mom just washed him. Hello Mikey, go and follow him on Instagram. All of the links in the description. Right, let's go back to the story time. Even though it wasn't new to me, I obviously still learned from things from it, and the advices that she told us and things like this. Because obviously you can learn something new from anyone, but at the beginning of every session, of every lesson, let's say, we used to play a drama game, and I played a lot of drama games at the theatres that I went to, and I really don't like playing games. Even though they're acting games, I don't know, I'm not really into games. We also did a lot of improvising things at the academy, and I also did a lot of improvising things at the theaters that I was attending to. So I started to get really tired and bored of just doing that. And I know that improvising is really helpful for actors. For example, if you are on stage or not on stage and you just forgot your lines or what you were doing, you're gonna be more confident to improvise something really quickly. But just doing this over and over again is just getting really tiring and boring. When I started the course, I was thinking about that we're gonna have a lot of scripts and that we're gonna act a lot in front of the camera. But instead, we used to spend about half an hour just playing some drama games. I know that it was just to warm ourselves a bit up so we can start getting into the real course, but I don't know, I just didn't like that. And then when we started getting into the actual work, yes, there were obviously a camera and they gave us out some scripts with some lines and to practice them in front of a camera. So in the first session, I think we started with a really tiny monologue and every student did that monologue in front of a camera. So we did something really similar to what I'm doing right now. I'm really used to speaking in front of a camera, to act in front of a camera, as I'm a content creator since I was little. And yes, I got actually an advice and they told me to not move when they're doing a close-up, like a zoom in on your face, because even if I'm moving my eyebrows a bit like this, on a bigger screen it's gonna look really bad if you're moving them. And sometimes the director might say to not do really big expressions or something like that, because theater and acting in front of a camera are two different things. Because when you are on the stage, you obviously need to emphasize your facial expressions, your mannerism and body language so everyone in the audience can see it. But when you act in front of a camera and you are in a film, the film is gonna be in the cinema on a really big screen, so the facial expressions doesn't need to be that big, if you know what I mean. But then in the next session we started filming in a team. Again, it wasn't too new to me because I used to record with my friends too and to make short films, and I also did short films by myself in my house and I used to record myself a lot. So I kind of knew everything that they told us. For example, I knew that if you're doing a take here and then you want the same take but from a different angle, obviously you don't need to move, because if you move it's not gonna be a really smooth transition. So after a while of going there, I just discovered that I already knew a lot of things that they already told us, so I felt like the acting for screen is no longer for me, because I wanted to learn something that I didn't know. So yeah, let me tell you in a short way, I just wanted to do more work at the acting for screen course, to have more lines, to work more in a team, to develop the acting skills more, and just to do more angles from different perspectives, to be more into the work. So yeah, after a while I dropped out of that course. Also, when I asked her if she can send me the videos that we took during the acting for screen course, she said no. Now let's move on to the LAMDA course, London Academy of Music and Dramatic Arts. I chose to do that course because it's giving a certificate, a LAMDA certificate. And Shelley Norton wasn't my coach there. I had another teacher for LAMDA. I'm having just good words to say about my LAMDA teacher. She was amazing. I actually learned a lot of things from her. And at the end of my LAMDA course, I was supposed to act in front of a examinator and she gave me a grade. And in order to do that, I had to learn 2 monologues, and I chose a funny monologue and a dramatic one, so it's gonna be a really good contrast between them and between my acting skills, because in one I've showed my hilarious funny part and in the other one I obviously showed my dramatic part. So my two monologues were called Mobile Madness, a monologue about a teenager that was addicted to her phone and she didn't like her mom because her mom was old school and she was just tired of just explaining her mother the same things every day about technology and so on. And the other one, it's called Vicious Circle, and it was about a girl who her best friend because she was with her boyfriend. And then I obviously went to the jail because what I've did, and there I was talking with the bully. So then it was a transition in my head in which I had to explain to the bully the fight and how my best friend, so I needed to show the fight. So my Lambda teacher showed me actually how to fight, and we put our hands like this and she told me just to push like I'm pushing someone, and then she told me to push the wall. Then she worked with me on my diction, and the only advices that I got from her were just to slow down when I'm speaking because I'm a fast speaker and I needed to say the words really clearly because that's an actor is supposed to do so everyone can understand the actress or the actor. She didn't tell me what I need to do in order to be part of her agency because every agency, every manager, they need information about you. For example, the hair color, photos of you, your age, your name, your weight, your height, you know, information about you and how you look like. But she didn't tell me anything about this. I asked her about what I need to do to be part of the agency, even though when I spoke with her for the first time, I've told her that I'm going to her courses to be part of the agency. She didn't tell me that I need a portfolio with photos for the agency. She didn't tell me a photograph, anything. She didn't say anything at all until I asked her. Yeah, she didn't tell me anything about what I need to be in the agency. Me, the student, the actress, I asked her if she needs some information about me or to tell me a photograph for my acting portfolio. She told me that everybody who's part of her courses, they are part of the agency. She was really desperate with the courses. Or she didn't want me to be in her agency. As I said, I asked her if she needs a portfolio with photos from me, and then she said, oh yes, I actually need. Seriously, like, why I had to ask you that? Why you didn't tell me that you need a portfolio with photos and everything from me? And then I asked her if she can send me a photograph, and she said yes, and she wasn't involved at all. She didn't posted photos of me on her Instagram profile, on her page, anything about me, because that's what an agent and manager is doing. They are trying to represent, to promote the new actress, the new artist so much. So the artist, the actor, the singer, doesn't matter, can grow in the industry. Obviously, something really logical. So just promoting constantly her courses. I also asked her if she wants to be in one of my YouTube videos because she was a BBC actress. So I just wanted to take an interview from her. So I was pretty sure that she's gonna say yes because that's what an agency and manager is doing. They're doing everything that is possible and impossible to help the new artist to grow in their career. But instead, she told me, I'm gonna think about it. It was basically a no, because she never gave me an answer. I decided to leave that private acting academy because it wasn't helping me at all. I wasn't in the agency, she didn't care about representing me, she didn't care about my career, so I just decided to leave it. Also, I was waiting a long time to get my Lambda certificate. I've seen on her Instagram page the rest of the students who got their Lambda certificate, and I was still waiting for mine. So again, something was really weird because I didn't get my certificate when the rest of my, let's say, classmates got it. So my mom messaged my Lambda teacher asking her what's going on, how long it's gonna take, and they just told us to wait. After a while, again, my mom asked them, hey, what's going on with my certificate? Am I getting it? And they said the same answer. But then finally, after a few months, I got my certificate. This vlog is obviously not meant to give hate on anyone. I just wanted to tell you my experience and how everything happened. Write me in the comments what you think about what happened to me. Also share this vlog with your friends. Alright, so I'm Vanessa, I sign off and see you next time. Bye!